What if I told you that the universe, everything we see, touch, and experience, is simply the interplay of four basic elements and two fundamental forces? Intriguing, isn't it? Imagine a world conceived by the mind of a philosopher from over 2 millennia ago, where earth, water, air, and fire are the building blocks of reality. Meet Empedocles, a polymath from ancient Greece, who proposed this fascinating theory. Love and strife, according to him, were the cosmic glue and the universal wrench, respectively, shaping the cycles of creation and destruction, binding and breaking the elements. But who was this philosopher? A scientist, a poet, a medical pioneer, or a man so convinced of his divinity that he leapt into a volcano? His life, veiled in mystery and legend, is as captivating as his ideas. Dive with me into the life and mind of Empedocles, one of ancient Greece's most influential philosophers. Our journey begins in the 5th century BCE in Akragas, a Greek city on the southern coast of Sicily. A city renowned for its beauty and culture, it was here that Empedocles, the polymath we know today, was born. His birth wasn't an ordinary one. Empedocles was born into a family of aristocratic lineage, a family that held sway in the city's political realm. This aristocratic lineage provided Empedocles with an early exposure to the world of philosophy, a world he would later revolutionize. Even from a young age, Empedocles showed signs of his future brilliance. He was curious, inquisitive, always seeking answers to the mysteries of life. His thirst for knowledge led him to study under the most prominent philosophers of his time. It was through this early mentorship that Empedocles' philosophical foundation was laid. But philosophy was not his only interest. Empedocles was a man of many talents and interests. He was a poet, a physician, a scientist, a philosopher, and even a politician. His diverse interests and talents earned him the title of a polymath, a person of wide-ranging knowledge and learning. As he grew older, his interests broadened and deepened. He delved into the mysteries of the universe, explored the intricacies of the human body, and pondered the complexities of human existence. His quest for knowledge was insatiable, and with each passing day, his understanding of the world around him grew. Empedocles' early life in Akragas was instrumental in shaping the man he would become. His family's influence, his early education, and his innate curiosity set the stage for his future achievements. He was a man ahead of his time, a man whose ideas would go on to influence thinkers for centuries to come. His contributions to philosophy, medicine, and science are testament to his genius and his passion for knowledge. And so, in the vibrant city of Akragas, under the bright Sicilian sun, the story of Empedocles, the polymath, began. The stage was set for Empedocles to leave a lasting mark on the world. Imagine a world where everything, from the vast expanse of the cosmos to the smallest grain of sand, is composed of four basic elements. This was the world as seen by Empedocles, an ancient Greek philosopher and polymath who lived in the 5th century BCE. His vision was not of atoms or molecules, but of earth, water, air, and fire. These, he proposed, were the fundamental building blocks of all matter. Picture it: the solidity of the earth, the fluidity of water, the invisibility of air, and the warmth of fire. They are not just elements in their own right, but symbols of the qualities that Empedocles saw in the world around him. His was a philosophy not just of substance, but of characteristics and traits. Yet these elements did not exist in isolation. Empedocles' world was not a static one, but a dynamic and ever-changing tapestry of interactions and combinations. Earth could mix with water to form mud, air could fan the flames of fire, and so on. Each element could transform, combine, and interact with the others in an infinite number of ways, creating the diverse and complex world we see around us. But what governed these interactions? What determined why and how the elements combined and interacted? Empedocles looked beyond the physical and into the metaphysical. He saw two opposing forces at work: love and strife. Love, he believed, was the force that brought the elements together, that enabled them to mix and combine. Strife, on the other hand, was the force that tore them apart, that drove them to separate and move apart. In this dance of elements, governed by the forces of love and strife, Empedocles saw the cycles of creation and destruction that define our universe. Everything that exists, he believed, is a product of this dance, a manifestation of the interplay of the four elements under the guidance of love and strife. The forces at play, love and strife, according to Empedocles. Empedocles' ideas were not confined to the heavens and earth. He also delved into the inner workings of the human body. Indeed, his intellectual curiosity extended to the realm of medicine, where his insights were as profound as they were revolutionary. In his exploration of health and disease, Empedocles proposed a theory that would guide medical thought for centuries. He suggested that our well-being hinges on the delicate balance of four bodily fluids, or humors: blood, phlegm, black bile, and yellow bile. Each of these humors, he believed, was linked to a specific temperament, and an excess or deficiency could lead to disease. This theory of the four humors was a pioneering concept in the field of medicine. It offered a framework for understanding the human body and its ailments, a way to make sense of the mysterious processes that govern our health. Empedocles' ideas were not only insightful, but also practical, providing physicians with a guide for diagnosing and treating a wide range of conditions. Such was the impact of Empedocles' theory that it remained a cornerstone of medical thought well into the Middle Ages, influencing great minds like Hippocrates and Galen. Even as the understanding of the human body evolved with the advent of modern science, the essence of Empedocles' ideas, the importance of balance and harmony in maintaining health, continues to resonate. But Empedocles' contributions didn't end with medicine. His intellectual pursuits were as diverse as they were profound, extending beyond the physical to the metaphysical, beyond the tangible to the abstract. He was a thinker who saw connections where others saw only divisions, a visionary who sought to understand not just the world around him, but also the world within him. But Empedocles was not just a philosopher and a physician, he was also a poet. And it was through his poetry that he communicated his most profound insights, weaving together words and ideas in a tapestry of thought that continues to inspire and intrigue us to this day. Through his poems, Empedocles gave voice to his philosophical ideas, creating a rich tapestry of thought and expression. Empedocles the philosopher was also Empedocles the poet. His ideas, as profound as they were, needed a vessel to carry them, and poetry was his chosen medium. One of his most significant works is On Nature, or Periphysios. This poem, like a grand symphony, encapsulates his cosmological theories, presenting them not as cold, hard facts, but as living, breathing entities. His theories of the four classical elements, earth, water, air, and fire, and of love and strife as their binding and dividing forces, were not just mere philosophies, but a poetic expression of the world as he saw it. In On Nature, Empedocles paints a picture of a world in constant flux, brought together and torn apart by love and strife, built from and returning to the four elements. He weaves his theories into the fabric of his verse, creating a world that is as tangible as it is ephemeral. His words resonate with a profound understanding of the cyclical nature of existence, of creation and destruction, of unity and separation. Empedocles' poetry, like his philosophy, is not confined to the abstract. He delves into the realm of the personal, the human. He talks of health as a harmony of the four humors: blood, phlegm, black bile, and yellow bile, drawing on his medical knowledge to give his poetic voice a tangible physical dimension. Through his poetry, Empedocles reaches out to us across the centuries, his words echoing with the wisdom of a bygone era. He invites us to see the world through his eyes, to understand the universe as a symphony of elements, bound and divided by love and strife, constantly shifting and changing, yet fundamentally the same. Yet, Empedocles' life remains as intriguing as his ideas. His poetry, like his life, is a testament to the enigma that is Empedocles, a man whose voice, echoing through his verse, continues to captivate us to this day. A dramatic end fit for a philosopher of his stature, Empedocles supposedly plunged into the fiery depths of Mount Etna. This tale, though possibly more fiction than fact, has become an enduring part of his legacy, and adds a layer of intrigue to his already fascinating life. It's a testament to the power of narrative, how a single act of daring or folly can become the stuff of legend, overshadowing even a lifetime of intellectual achievements. Despite the myths surrounding his death, the true legacy of Empedocles lies in his ideas. His concept of the four classical elements, earth, water, air, and fire, and their role in the creation and destruction of the universe, continues to resonate with us. His theories have inspired countless philosophical debates and scientific inquiries, shaping our understanding of the world and our place in it. Empedocles, a philosopher, physician, and poet, continues to fascinate us, his ideas sparking illuminating discussions about the nature of the universe and our place in it.